to do the test, Attention Process Training APT 3.
Which is this wonderful test, and it is a test of attention, which is, of course, executive function and all the components of it, and it actually covers all the components of executive function that we talked about in class the other day, which is really neat.
And it can be used with people ranging from attention processing deficits to concussion symptoms.
And the age range is usually in the adolescence to adult area, so not children, but more in the adolescence adult area.
And it provides you with step-by-step instructions on what the test covers and is about and how to use the computer program, because this test is a computer program test.
So we were actually unable to access it because we needed to have a specific program downloaded in our computer, and we didn't have access to do that. So we're going to give you our best overview that we can through what we learned diving into the test. So overall, the test is very friendly, I think. It's very new. It was just made in
2011.
So very new, and it's very user-friendly. Like, the pages are even like color-coded, so like they have a blue here to let you know kind of where it is. So I'm just going to kind of give you a quick overview of how you would set it up. So you would plug your USB cords into the computer, and from there you would create a client or choose an existing client, and from there, you would choose the test that you want to administer. So you would have a screen like this, and right over here would be, right over on this page is where you would pick your subtest that you want to administer for the day. Once you do that, you kind of pick the program, because there's about probably 10 different subtests, and then within the subtest are different tasks. So based on what your client is doing, that's how you would go about it. And so then you would kind of pick the program so it looks like this, and you can actually edit that within the program. So once your client's doing it, you can have access to it on an additional computer, and you can go in and edit it, which is really cool, I think. Once the program has happened, you can then access their data. It kind of makes a data chart for you, which is really cool. And if you had, like, say you did the test over 4 days, it's going to show you what it looked like on Monday compared to on Friday, which I think is really helpful. And kind of just to go in about maybe like what the program would look like. So if you were doing an attention process training activity, they would have different tasks. So like the first one that we would do would be sustained attention, which would be matching animals. So it would look like this, and your client would click begin, and it would walk them through how to perform the activity, which I think is really great. But there are downfalls to that, because sometimes our TBI patients are older.
And a lot of older population probably hasn't had a lot of work with technology, so you want to be mindful of that. And some of it may be distracting to some of those patients who've had TBIs or strokes or things like that, who have attention processing deficits, because you don't want to have too much presented at once. So you want to be mindful of that. Another downfall is you do have to have a computer and a computer program that is user-friendly with your computer in order to use this program, and unfortunately we did not have that on either of our computers. So just keep those things in mind when selecting tests.
Yes, absolutely. But one other really great thing I found throughout this program that I think we could all adapt within our within our therapy sessions, is they have this self-monitoring screen that is presented to your patient, and so it kind of is a rating scale. So like the first one is, how hard did you think your brain worked on that exercise? I mean, that's a great insight for us, especially if you're working with a traumatic brain injury or working on that attention, because we might not think that made their brain work hard at all, but they're going to give us that actual personal feedback, which is going to help us a lot. And it also, go ahead.
It also offers self-reflection sections to allow them to tell you how they were feeling throughout the session, how they felt what they got out of it. And I thought that would be great to look at from the first time you present it, and then let's say you want to present it again later on after treatment has been going on for a while, you could compare it. That'd be really great for them to see how far they came too.
Yes, overall I think this is a really great test. I think it's really cool that's on a computer. We don't see a lot of those. And if you get a chance, check it out.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.